Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. I hope your day is going well so far. Today's video is going to be a try on slash first impression slash getting ready with me on the new Too Faced Tutti Fruitti collection. First things first, if you guys have not seen this collection yet, it is exclusive to Ulta. There are 53 new products. This video isn't sponsored. They were kind enough to send over a massive PR bag, so I thought it would just be a good video to sit down and try out. Plus, I'd mentioned that I was testing out the foundation in my last video, and a lot of y'all said that you would like to see a review, so I thought it would be fun to kind of just do a full first face of first impressions. Wow, can I speak please? More than anything, the packaging of the collection caught my eyes. I'm such a sucker for packaging, especially cute packaging. I'm 31 and I mean, like, little Sanrio, cute, happy little things just make me happy. Because I'm a girl, I think it's cute. I don't know if it's the Asian in me, just little cute, tiny, happy, colorful things. They just bring me joy, okay? So I thought it'd be fun to sit down, slap this stuff on my face, hang out with y'all, tell y'all my thoughts. If that long intro sounded somewhat interesting to you, then I hope you guys decide to stick around some more and hang out. Let's go ahead and get into it. I know, you're so jealous of my hair. Okay, so getting into the tutorial slash get ready with me, the very first product I'm going to use is actually not from Too Faced, although I have watched maybe 2 or 3 of these first impressions videos just because I was curious of what other people thought, and I saw a lot of people were going in with these highlighting drops to use as their primer. These are the Fresh Squeezed highlighting drops. They come in 2 separate shades, Pina Colada and then Sparkling Pink Grapefruit. Now, I love these as like all over body shimmers. In fact, I have some on my chest now. I don't know, maybe if I get up close, you'll be able to see better. But on my face, it just kind of left this sticky, tacky feeling. I just did not like it. Even once the foundation was on top, I just didn't like the feel of it. It's not oily. It looks like it's going to be oily in the bottle, but it's just almost like kind of watery, but sticky at the same time. But what's crazy about this is there's so much glitter in this. I can't imagine just rubbing this. Well, I can because I have used it, but using that on a daily basis, like all over your face. So I'm gonna go ahead and do like 2 drops of the Pina Colada, and this is what it looks like. It's just super, super liquidy. But then if you go in and rub it on, it's just like a clear base, but with a ton of gold glitter. Now, what I'm wanting y'all to see is my hand. Can you guys see that? It's just so much glitter. Now, it doesn't feel crispy or like crunchy or anything, but it's just so much glitter. Like, I don't know. I just wouldn't want that all over my face. I do have another primer that has lots of shimmer like that in the bottle, but once you blend it into the skin, you don't see it. So as I mentioned, I'm not going to be using that one on my face today. The primer that I'm going to be using is from Catrice. This is the Light Correcting Primer Serum in Candlelight. Like the glow that the Becca primer gives, it's kind of like that, but this one is definitely more liquidy. It doesn't do too much for like blurring pores or anything, but just the glowy base it gives your skin is so pretty. I love it. Now, as you can see, I already do have my brows on. Typically, I go in with eyeshadow next, but I feel like I'm mixing it up a little bit. So I think I'm gonna go in with foundation. So this is the Do You Full Coverage Fresh Glow Foundation. It's infused with juicy watermelon and fresh cucumbers. It definitely does have a very strong watermelon fresh cucumber scent. Who would have thought? It says that it's full coverage. I've been testing this for a couple of days now. My main complaint about this foundation is that a lot of the shades are very, very yellow. Like even the really, really fair shades. I went in with like vanilla and that looked super yellow. I went in with several of the beige shades. I mean, even if you look at the little color swatch right here that came in the package, do you see what I mean? Everything is very, very kind of golden. So if you're super, super fair and you have more like pink tones, I don't know how you're going to feel about this. I just felt like a lot of the shades were super yellow. I've used it with a brush. I didn't really like it with a brush. I felt like it kind of moved around too much. So sponge is definitely the way to go for me. Okay, so there is 1 layer of the foundation. I think I am gonna go in with just a touch more here on my cheeks. I will say though, the formula is so comfortable since it is that like gel-like texture. It just feels very hydrating on the skin. Okay, so after doing 2 layers, see what I mean? That just doesn't look like full coverage to me. It's plenty of coverage for my personal preference, but I know lots of people out there when they read full coverage, they're wanting like punch in your face, Kat Von D locket tattoo type of full coverage. And I just don't think that this is that level. I see it more as like a light buildable medium coverage, not full. So I just wanted to make sure that y'all knew that before you went out saying like, oh, full coverage, yeah, I want this. This is the 𝗟𝗘𝗧'𝗦 Brightening Setting Powder. It's in the shade Banana Cream. Now, I haven't tried this on my face yet. I have to say I absolutely love the packaging. I mean, bananas, can you not? It's so cute. The only thing is everything in the line that comes in a compact, it's kind of interesting. Instead of being like a lip that comes up here, you have this like unframed corner, and then you pop it up. It says that it blurs imperfections and harsh lines. The golden undertone is supposed to help brighten skin. It recommends using it to set your under eyes. I'm just going to use the Sigma Tapered Highlighter. I'm going to make sure I get some of the banana shade as well as the kind of like center shade. And I'm just going to, I typically always use a sponge on my under eyes, so it just feels kind of weird using a brush. I definitely do feel like it is smoothing, but I don't know if it's really brightening. What do y'all think? Wow, it really is kind of like a blurring powder though. I do like that part. Okay, now for some bronzer. This is the Pineapple Paradise Strobing Bronzer Highlighting Duo. This only comes in one shade, Pineapple Sun. This also retails for $30. It says that it's a velvety soft, silky formula for comfortable wear. It's a strobing shimmer highlighter and satin finish bronzer together in one compact. And it's supposed to smell like fresh pineapple. To be honest, I don't smell that strong of pineapple. It just kind of smells like powder. I'm not really going in for a defined contour, just kind of bronzing up my skin a bit. So hitting my cheeks. I'm definitely gonna do the edges of my forehead. Ooh, this is really pretty. You know, another bronzer that I've been dying to try from Too Faced is the Sweet Tea one. I've heard so many people rave about that. I really like this bronzer. It's like not too warm, it's not too cool, but it's definitely not like a universal shade. There should have been probably a deeper option in here because this is definitely geared more for, I'd say, light to medium skin tones. Now, before I go into the highlighter side, I do want to go in and apply some blush first, just because I always like to kind of do my highlighter on top of my blush. So for the blushes, we have these Fruit Cocktail, whoa, my voice is going out, blush duos. Once again, packaging, so darn cute. I love it. There are 4 different shades. These also retail for $30. The pan setup is very similar, where it's like 2 shades side by side, along with the really cute fruit on the mirror. I just love that touch. So whenever I look at these, the first one that's really sticking out, just because I love a really nice like natural orangey type of blush, this one is called Apricot in the Act. So here is the packaging. So cute. And then inside we have a little apricot and then the blush. So all of the blushes kind of have more of a satin side and then a shimmery side. This may work really nice for a highlighter as well. More with the satin side, dip my brush in there and just lightly sweep some of this on the back portions of my cheeks. I think I could take a little bit more. These are the types of shades that I love. Anything like Tarte Exposed or like a Laura Geller Tropic Hues, any blush in like that color family, they just speak to me. I love them. Okay, now moving on to highlighter. I think I want to go in and apply a base first before we get into the powder, just so I can really kind of demo a majority of these products for y'all. These are the Frosted Fruits highlighter sticks. So these come in 2 different shades. These are also $30, which seems a little bit pricey. So there is Strawberry Sparkle and then Pink Lemonade. It's supposed to be a weightless cream to powder formula. So I think we're gonna go ahead and go in with Pink Lemonade. Oh my gosh. That's super cute. Okay, it's supposed to be lemonade scented. Yeah, that definitely smells like, it almost smells more like an apple type of lemonade. Put my finger in it and kind of just dab it on with my finger. So it's looking like it has more of like a duochrome type of shift. It's gold in one light and then has a very, very subtle pink shift to it. To be honest, I'm not crazy about the formula. Like, I just feel like it's a little bit, not chunky, but there's just, it's not as smooth as some other highlighters, and I'm just not crazy about that color. I don't like the pink shift. Let's go ahead and see what Strawberry Sparkle looks like. This may be something that's more of like a better option to use as a cream blush, at least on my skin tone. Oh, see? That would be a really, really cute cream blush. Something about this, like even in the actual stick, you can see some areas that just look a little bit kind of like thicker and almost like a cream flake type of texture, if that makes sense. All right, I'm gonna go back into Pineapple Sun now so we can test this highlighter here just because that looks beautiful. And I'm just going to tap that right onto, yes, this is what I like. I like a nice golden highlighter. I know lots of people do like those kind of like shifty highlighters where you have like 2 shades in one. I'm just not crazy about a pink highlighter. I typically go for something more like golden or champagne toned, and this one is really, really pretty. Now moving on to the palettes, these retail for $34. There are 2 different options. We have the Sparkling Pineapple and then the Razzle Dazzle Berry. I think we're gonna go in and kind of work with both of them. That way we can showcase several, or I can showcase several of the shades. Go ahead and go into the Berry palette, and let's take that second shade, and I'm just gonna run a little bit of this right through the crease. I think I'm going to go in between this sort of mauve shade and the warmer brown in the Pineapple palette, and we'll just kind of create a nice little mix. Ooh, that's really pretty. Get lighter matte brown in the Pineapple palette and just concentrate that a little bit lower down, closer to my lid. That's pretty. Also, let's take a touch of the deeper brown as well. Begin working this into the outer corner and pull it in. And then going in with the Sigma E45, I'm gonna pick up a little bit more of that deeper brown and just kind of lightly flick it out on the outer corner, kind of creating like a subtle cat eye shape. So I decided to go ahead and go in with a little bit of the ethereal setting powder just because on my under eyes, they still looked a little bit kind of crepey, and I don't like that look because my under eyes are already crepey. So while I did like the banana powder for like the center of my forehead and my smile lines, it just didn't do what I prefer like in a setting powder for my under eye. So just a heads up, I did go in with the Born This Way powder. I think we're gonna go in with this pink shade right here because that is one that I swatched earlier, and it almost feels like not wet, but like a cream. It is so silky and just buttery. I'm gonna pat this on with my finger. I just love my finger when it comes to metallics. Wow. That color is beautiful. Okay, so we're gonna go in with that first, and then we're gonna go back into the Pineapple palette and take some of that kind of like bronzy champagne shade, or I guess pearly champagne would be better, and press that right into the inner corner and overlap it lightly over the pink. So just picking up a touch of that. Let's go ahead and apply that maybe right in between the pink, and then stamp it lightly on top of that like pearly shade. Okay, I'm gonna stop right there, and then we're gonna go in with one of these Twinkle Twinkle eyeshadows. This Macchiato Madness, though, this just looks very unique, how it kind of has more of this really cool like rich bronze looking base. Okay, so for the Macchiato Madness, oh wow, that has like a pigmented base even. I think I'm gonna start this color maybe on the outer area first. And then we will go into Strawberries and Champagne, since this is more of kind of like a pinky rose gold. And I'm gonna tap it in. Oh wow, those seem to dry down a lot quicker than the Stila ones. Go ahead and pop on some lashes just in case if you are curious. I'm just using the Kiss lashes in the style Ritzy. Love these. My friend Laura told me about them, so thank you, Laura. All right, so here's the eye look. One quick little cheat that I did off camera. I went in with some of Macchiato Madness, and I applied a little bit of that onto my lower lash line. I'm moving on to the Juicy Fruits Comfort Lip Glaze. Here's the outer packaging and then the actual product packaging. Packaging, of course, as everything else in the line, super cute. You have this really cute gold lid and then just an assortment of fruits. Now, to be honest, I'm just not really on board with the whole metallic lip trend. These say that they're like glistening glosses. Although this one right here, I haven't tried this one yet in Home Slice. This one doesn't look quite as metallic. Oh yeah, see? This one doesn't really look too metallic, but then some of these other shades, it's not like a super silvery frosty metallic, but there's just a metallic quality to them. This one is called Show Me Your Coconuts, which this one, I love that name. This one just looked like a shade that I would really like, but on, I don't know, it just looks frosty to me, and I'm not into that. Do you see what I mean? There's just a little bit of like a silvery type of frost. This shade looks pretty on paper, called Yummy Rummy. Oh wow, that's really glittery. You know what? Let's just go ahead and see what it looks like. If I don't like it, I can always take it off. This one is definitely glittery, but we're just gonna do it. See what I mean? Maybe if I like blend it in. I'm just metallic glittery glosses. Well, I shouldn't say glittery. I do like a good glittery gloss, but when something's metallic like this, I just can't really get on board. So just to do a quick little wrap up, because I know this video is already so long, but I just want to give you all kind of like final thoughts on some of the products. Foundation, I'm still kind of sticking to the same thing. While I like the coverage, it is not full coverage. So if you're looking for full coverage foundation, definitely skip on the Do You foundation. Also the shade range, while you do have 20 shades, unless you are like a golden or yellow tone, you're gonna have a hard time, because not only is it very yellow and gold, it also oxidizes. So like with already being yellow, you're also running the risk of it oxidizing and turning even more orange. So if you are very, very fair or very, very pink, I don't think you're gonna be crazy about the foundation. Moving on to the highlighting drops, while I do love the packaging and I think it's very pretty on the body, that's all I would use it for. I have used it on my lids before on no makeup dates. I've just patted a little bit on the lids and it was cute, but this isn't a product that I would use as a highlighter, just because I don't like chunks of glitter. Well, not even chunks, but micro pieces of just glitter on my face with no actual base color. You guys saw earlier how it looks on my hands. It's just like glitter central. If you want something on your legs, on your décolleté, on your shoulders, this product is definitely beautiful for that, but it's just not a product I would recommend if you are looking for actual liquid highlighter for your face. I would go for something like the Becca Skin Perfectors, the Physicians Formula. While it's not a liquid, it's a cream to powder formula. That has an actual like highlighter base to it, whereas this is just glitter. Moving on to the Frosted Fruits highlighter stick, I'm still sticking to my original thoughts on this. The Pink Lemonade, it just seems to pick up the underlying product that you have. This is more of a personal preference too when it comes to the shade. I'm just not a fan of like pinky toned highlighters, and this has that duochrome shift to it. This one I think would make a great like cream blush if you just want to go in, dot some onto the apples of your cheeks and blend it out. But at $30, I feel like that is something you could find at the drugstore. Okay, what else do we have? The palettes. I have to say so far, I'm very happy with the palettes. I'll definitely be using these more. $34 though for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shades. I guess that's kind of the average price for Too Faced though. Although, how much are those chocolate bar palettes? I want to say those are 40 or 50 something, but I do really like the metallics in here. I know I'll definitely be going in and using this palette more. This gold would make a gorgeous eyeshadow topper. I do want to go in and play with this kind of green duochrome shift. I don't mind duochromes on eyes, but for cheek highlighters, not the biggest fan. Eyeshadow palettes, I feel like that's definitely something that's all personal preference. I didn't have an issue with the formula. I thought the formula was great. The pigmentation was great. So that's really up to you whether you're wanting to spend the $34 or not. Okay, what else do we have? Oh, the banana powder. It does do great for blurring imperfections and smoothing. I don't really see the brightening quality though, at least on my under eyes, but I will definitely continue to use this one. I feel like I sound like such a negative Nancy right now. Let's get into the products that I did really love. The Pineapple Strobing Bronzer. This is so, so pretty. I love the formula and the finish of both the bronzer and the highlighter. The only thing is, I really feel like this is only going to cater to light to medium skin tones, at least the bronzer side, since it's more of just like a satin finish. If it was something shimmery, then I feel like even if you had a deep or rich skin tone, you could use it as some sort of like bronzy toned highlighter. The blushes so far seem beautiful. I'm definitely excited to go in and use more of those. Oh, the Twinkle Twinkle eye toppers. As I mentioned earlier, I really do think Macchiato Madness is a color worth checking out. It's very unique. I feel like it does not only deposit glitter, but it deposits like that nice base shade as well. If you like glittery shadows, I really do think you would like these. Let me go ahead and give you one more swatch of Macchiato Madness. See, it just has a really nice base, and these do dry down pretty quickly, so it's not something where you're like having to sit there with your like lid halfway open for a while before you can shut it. So was definitely pleased with these, and I think that's everything. Oh, besides the glosses, but I kind of already said I'm just not personally a fan of metallic lips. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. Let me know down below in the comments if you guys have already picked up some of these products, or if you're excited to get your hands on them, what you're loving, what you're hating. And yeah, I think that is it for this one. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe, and I will catch y'all in the next one. Bye.